Hi. So I wanted to make a little video because I've been getting some questions asking how I sleep in my car, and I started typing out like a text post and it was taking me so long. So I figured that I would just like do a little tour for anybody who's interested in seeing how exactly someone might sleep in a Prius, which is sort of known as one of the smaller cars, but honestly there's so much more space than people think there is. I've slept in a lot of other cars, like rental cars before, that were like similar, but honestly I feel like the Prius is one of the best ones you can sleep in, and I'll show you why. So once you fold down the seats, the bed just kind of lays completely flat, and I'll show you guys what that looks like really quick. I'm zoomed out a little bit, so it's gonna look bigger than it actually is, but what I do is I have like this little mattress right here. It's basically just like a small mattress slash sleeping pad, and then here's my little bed. So I always have my suitcase right here for stuff I need, or my duffel bag. Got a little pillow, got an extra blanket, and then here I have bear spray, which is for safety purposes. I don't know if it would actually be helpful if I like encountered a person, but I always take it with me even if I'm going somewhere where there's no bears. It just makes me feel better, honestly, to have it. I'm gonna shut the door and show you guys what it looks like from the inside. So here's what it looks like. It's actually pretty roomy. So my feet kind of hang in the middle. I'm like 5'10", so I'm pretty tall. So my feet kind of hang like down the middle, but it's actually really comfortable. And then in the middle of the night, I'll like have my leg kind of go off. And then up here, these are just kind of window guards. So this, I can see out, but it's really hard to see in with these. And I'll show you guys in a second what that looks like from the outside. And then here, side note, these are from Walmart. They were like $3 each. I just got like 4 of them, and then I also covered this up. These like little windows. The Prius has lots of little weird windows, which I kind of love. And then these are also from Walmart. I just stick these to the windows. I've got 2 more that sometimes I put up here, but I have noticed that it's really, really hard to see through these front windows into a sleeping person, so I don't usually do that. So here I've got it on this side too. And then up here I just have like another little guard, just so if you are like coming in looking from the front, you can't really see it that well. So this is what the car looks like from the outside. As you can see, you can't really see in very well unless you're like really, really trying, which people don't usually. So like, yeah, here's a little crack right here, but you have to try so hard to even go in there. So yeah, and then there's the front. And then for the rest of my setup, I've got down here, keep my food, keep some gum for long trips. My craft stuff, I love to like embroider when I'm on the road and sort of like stop at rest stops. I get tired of driving for too long. My backpack with like my rain jacket and stuff in there. This is where I keep my water. I just have like 4 gallons of water I refill with me every time I come up, and then that's what I use to refill my my water bottles. I have a couple of those with me all the time, and then I also use those for cooking. And then this is my cooking bag. I just have like a propane stove, some bowls, like a little mess kit, and I will probably some sort of walkthrough about how I campfire cook at some point too, so stay tuned. So that's it for the Prius camping tour. I also want to talk a little bit about where I normally park and like what my sort of MO is when I'm doing Prius camping. So my number 1 choice is to find little campsites that I can just pull into overnight. So a lot of the time I actually do find free ones, like this one for example. This is primarily an RV park. I'll show you. Primarily an RV park, and then there are also a bunch of little like tent camping spaces that you can pull into, and those were all taken when I came in last night, but I just kind of parked on this little road and nobody has bothered me at all, so I'm guessing that's okay. So I love finding little places like that. There's also another perk of that is that there's usually like little picnic tables that you can stop and make food at. When I'm traveling, I always make my own food. So that's my first option. Option number 2, so there's this thing called BLM land, which stands for Bureau of Land Management, and that's basically just land that is owned by the government that is open for people to use free of charge. So you do have to do a little bit of research for that one, but I'm pretty sure that every state has BLM land that you can just drive onto, you can park there, you can set up a tent, you can do whatever you want on this land within reason. And so that's my second option. Option number 3, and this one's like a little sketchy, a little stealthy. I'm not above that. But I have had a lot of really good luck with just pulling into hotel parking lots and just staying there overnight. So the great thing about that is that no matter where you are, even if you're in like a big city, it's totally normal to just leave your car at a hotel overnight. So nobody's gonna think anything of it, and unless they're like looking in the windows, which people don't really do, you're not gonna have a problem. So, and then with that as well, another good option about that is that if you are feeling unsafe and you're feeling like maybe you need to like be inside somewhere, you can just go into the hotel and get a room if it comes to that. So option number 4, this one I'm always a little conflicted about, but I actually have had a lot of good luck pulling into rest stops and just sleeping there overnight. There's usually other people sleeping like in cars as well, depending on where you are. And then obviously there's like always semis and stuff. As a woman traveling alone, I do feel a little unsafe, but I've never had anything happen, and I've done it multiple times. And then the good thing about that too is that there's gonna be bathrooms right there, there's gonna be vending machines, and there's gonna be like, again, picnic tables to make yourself food and stuff. So the one thing with that is that it does feel a little sketchy and it does feel a little unsafe, but I still do it if I have to. And then option number 5, and this one is my last choice, but I'll still do it if I have to, and that is pulling into Walmart parking lots. So this one just, I don't feel super safe doing it. I'll do it if I have to. It's not my favorite by any means. They're always so bright and it's hard to get sleep, and then you just feel so exposed because you're in the middle of a big parking lot. It's like there's usually not a whole lot of other cars. You feel like you're right in the center of it all, and also the other thing with sleeping at Walmart is that a lot of people think you can just pull into any Walmart and like RV camp or just like sleep in your car. You really gotta call beforehand, because depending on where you are, a lot of places, the Walmarts do not allow car camping or RV camping, and you really have to be cognizant of it because they will come and basically tell you to leave. So I think that's it to my little car camping, Prius camping travel guide. If anybody has any questions or if there's something I missed, feel free to DM me and I will get right back to you. I love sharing about this because I honestly love it. My little place back there, it is so cozy. I actually prefer it to hotels because guess what? I don't have to leave my car. I just get back there. My bed is so comfy. I don't have to unpack my car and figure it all out and all that and like go in and talk to a person. And I just love it so much. So I will be preaching about like Prius camping until the day I die. So thank you for watching. If you've gotten this far, you are a trooper. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me and I'll see you next time.